how to confirm crypto market trends. This particular technique has saved me more than it has actually made me a profit, and it's something that's very important to do, especially if you're someone who seems to think just because everybody is talking about it that it's a market trend. Now today I'm shooting this video from the living room of the bedroom, and that's because downstairs there's a lot of echo. It's about 3,000 square feet for the open room or open space in the living room, and there's just too much echo. So I'm gonna fix that up somehow, and then we're gonna get back downstairs. But for now, we're upstairs in the bedroom. So what I'm gonna be talking about here is how to actually determine if a coin really is in its market trend. Oftentimes what I find beginners doing is they make that mistake where if a neighbor is talking about it and a taxi driver is talking about it and their friends are talking about it, that the coin is hot, it's the trend right now, and they buy into it straight away. Most of the time they end up losing money and they exit at a loss. And so to avoid that happening, I've developed a particular technique. I haven't really seen anybody doing this, but it's something that I personally do. I made this myself many years ago, and it's really helped me many times. And so what I do is to determine if I'm going to buy into a coin, I want to see if it's popular, if it's really a trend. And what a trend really means is that there is more attention than usual at a particular subject. If there is more attention than usual at a particular subject, or if there is a lot of new attention on a particular subject. It could be on a coin, it could be a fashion trend, it could be a market trend, it could be anything. If there's more eyes on it than usual, that's what we call a trend. Not all trends are healthy. Just because something is trending does not mean you should get into it. As an example, if a celebrity does something that's a scandal, big companies pull back their sponsorships because that name is trending, but in a negative direction. So how do you determine if a coin is trending or will trend in a negative direction or a positive direction? This is what has saved me more than it's made me profit. Meaning that there is a trend, I want to bounce into it, but I use this technique and I just saved myself a lot of money. So here's what I do. If, let's just say, a meme token is trending, in order to determine if it's trending or not, I would go to trends.google.com. I would type that coin name, and you could see the recent searches on that particular coin name. So I would type that coin name in, and you can actually see if there is more buzz, more attention than usual, or less attention than usual. Now, if there is less attention than usual, I go into different techniques and I see if I'm going to purchase that coin or not, but that's something for another video. But if there is a lot of attention and it is trending, the next thing that I do is I study the market price. So I would go to coin market cap, or I would go to figure out what the price was over the last few weeks, or it could be over the last few months. If the price is below average from the past few weeks, for example, that means that since it's trending and the trend is a lot of positive news, a lot of buzz about it, that the chances are it's going to skyrocket. It's below the average line, it's below average. A lot of people are talking about it. That means there's a chance it's gonna go up. Now, if a lot of people are talking about it and the price is way above what it used to be, what that means is that people are going to exit, the smart people, they're going to exit their profit. They're gonna sell. And so what usually happens is it starts to dump. And so this is something that I use to make sure if there is a market trend, if there's a trend on a particular coin, shall I enter, shall I not enter? First, I determine if it's a trend. If it's a trend, that's a tick. Next, I determine what the price usually is around this kind of time. What's the price over the last few weeks? What's been going on over the last few weeks when there wasn't as much of a search on it, when it wasn't as much of a trend? Sometimes what most people do is they buy the coin when it's way above the price it should be, just because everybody's talking about it. What that means is that you're too late to the trend. But if the price is below what it used to be or around what it used to be, and there's not too much movement, but all of a sudden lots of people are talking about it, that means you're early on the trend. And now the likelihood of you making a profit is much higher. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. This is not just how to determine if something's a trend, it's to determine if you're early on it or if you're late on it. You can see based on trends.google.com, just search the name of the coin. You can see the search history, if it's trending or not. Then you look at the price of it. If it's lower than what it used to be or around the same what it used to be, it's a good chance to get in. If it's already well above what it used to be or what it's supposed to be since as of the last few weeks, it means it's too late. It means it's likely going to dump. The smart buyers like myself already got in. The smart buyers like myself have already made a profit, and the smart buyers like me are going to sell our tokens when you have been told by grandma and grandpa and the neighbor and the dog telling you buy this coin, it's amazing, and you end up getting it when I'm already selling it, when all the smart buyers have already sold. And so what happens is that they dump the market, we dump the market on you, and then you lose a profit. You lose your money because you got in late. So make sure if ever you want to buy a coin based on a trend, to use those two techniques. Trends.google.com, search the coin name, and check if it's below the price it's used to be or above the price it's used to be. And if it's below or around the same price that it was over those last few weeks before the trend, it means that it's a good likelihood it's going to pump. And if it's above the price or way above the price, the higher above the price that it used to be before the trend occurred on trends.google.com, the higher the chance is going to dump. So don't buy it. So that's basically something that has really saved me. As soon as I did it, what it really does is it helps you make more of an informed decision rather than using your emotions. You can actually look at hardcore statistics. The statistics of is it a trend or not, and the statistics of what the price was before the trend. So these factors are very important. Let me know if that makes sense. And of course, I can't in one video share everything with you. Sometimes, I do so many different little things before I determine whether I buy a coin or not that I don't even know what it is I'm doing. I've done it for so long. So that's why I have a Cryptonaire Accelerator, where in real time, I just email you, this is the coin I've just purchased right now. I suggest you do also. I email you, I've just sold that coin right now, and I suggest you do also. And so this eliminates all of the guesswork, it eliminates all of the thinking, it eliminates all of the research that you have to do. And that's what Cryptonaire Accelerator is all about. There's a link somewhere around here, either in the description, on the video, wherever the case is. Click on that link, purchase Cryptonaire Accelerator, get that free ebook that's going to share all of the details with you. If it's still the pre-launch, get in during the pre-launch. It's well worth it. I've been in the crypto market now for so many years. I've literally been trading since the beginning of Binance in 2017, and I've been in the market years before that. So I know what I'm doing. A lot of what I do is what's called unconscious competence. Unconscious competence, what it basically means is I've done it on repeat so many times that I'm not even consciously doing it anymore. And so this particular technique, I didn't even realize I do it until I was doing it the other day, looking at some trends, and then I thought I should whip out the camera and talk about this. It's just second nature to me. So I will share with you as much as I can, but again, make sure if you're able to right now, get into the pre-launch of Cryptonaire Accelerator. It's dirt cheap compared to what it will be on the launch price. I share with you in live time when I buy a coin and exactly when I sell it, and how much of it you should buy, how much of it you should sell based on your budget. So it's something where you're as good as me, you make as much profit percentage-wise as me, give or take a few percentage because we don't get in at the same minute, and it's highly beneficial. It's going to save you time, it's going to save you money, and it's going to save you a lot of headache researching about the crypto market. This is Roman signing out, and this is how I pick whether I buy a coin based on a market trend.